Type 2 diabetes occurs when our bodies become resistant to insulin, making it difficult to move the sugars from the foods that we eat into our cells to provide us with energy. When you have high blood glucose levels for an extended period of time, it can cause damage to your cells, your organs, and lead to a variety of health conditions. Whenever a patient is diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, one of our first-line treatments is diet and lifestyle changes. This includes learning how to take care of your health by learning to eat well-balanced meals full of colorful, nutritious ingredients.
Hello, my name is Karen Cleefit. I am a registered dietitian and certified diabetes care and education specialist at UK Barnstable Brown Diabetes Center. Today, we are making a Tuscan twist on classic chicken noodle soup. This recipe is not only diabetes friendly, it's also low in saturated fat and sodium, making it a great heart-healthy choice. So let's get started. As you can see, we have a variety of colorful ingredients to jazz up traditional chicken noodle soup. As we're browning the chicken in olive oil, ground chicken is an excellent source of lean protein. Protein is important with type 2 diabetes because we digest it more slowly than carbohydrates. When we slow down digestion by pairing our carbs with a protein, we have less of a spike in blood sugar. I'm going to let this finish cooking, then I'll set it aside in a colander to drain. Next, let's cook the onions. I have about 1 cup of frozen diced onions here, but you could certainly use fresh. I'm all about shortcuts when they're available. We'll let these saute for about 5 minutes until they begin to soften. This recipe is very simple, so we're going to add in the remaining ingredients. We're also going to use these colorful tomatoes and carrots, which provide important vitamins and minerals and antioxidants to support our overall health. We're using whole wheat orzo pasta, but you could certainly use any small pasta or even brown rice instead. The whole grains in the pasta are those complex carbohydrates we want to focus on. This will lead to a slower rise of blood sugar. The beans are a great source of fiber, which is a very important nutrient for managing type 2 diabetes. Like protein, fiber helps with digestion.
Often patients with type 2 diabetes are at risk of developing certain heart conditions, such as heart attack, stroke, and high blood pressure. That's why it's very important to make sure that you're eating foods with low saturated fats, low sodium, and plenty of fiber.
One of the best ways to reduce salt intake in your meal plan is to instead season your food with herbs and spices. Today we're using garlic, basil, oregano, and some crushed red pepper for a little spice. We're still going to add a little bit of salt. It's just important to pay attention to your portions. For this soup, I'm using just half a teaspoon, which will be divided across 6 servings. Let's add back in the chicken, and I'm going to bring this to a boil, then reduce the heat to low and let it simmer for about 10 minutes. Last but certainly not least, I'm going to add my bag of spinach. Leafy greens like spinach are always an excellent choice. They're high in fiber, minerals, and antioxidants, including vitamins A, C, and K, as well as folate, potassium, and magnesium. This simple, flavorful veggie-packed soup is perfect for a weekday lunch. It can be prepared advanced, and leftovers can be stored in a sealed container in the refrigerator for up to 4 days. You could also make a double batch and freeze half of it for a meal later in the month. We hope you give it a try. This is amazing. You should take a bite.